Hello guys, and welcome back to another For Honor Heroes build video. Today's hero is the Berserker, and the mode we're focused around is attack on breach. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the perks as always, and into the feats after that. So the three perks that I go for attack breach mode is Devour, Endurance, and Headhunter. Now the reason why I go for this is Devour amongst the top three perks. I want to be able to get more health to stay alive over Galestorm and Early Reaper. A lot of these perks like Early Reaper, Survival Instincts, and Crush Them rely on certain stats or things in the game, like you being respawned your first hit, or your first hit after you kill a player, which is usually good if you're in a gank, but if you happen to hit a minion or something else, it's going to literally not even matter that you had that perk. And why would you choose perks like that over perks that are permanent, in my own opinion? Now again, you guys can always suggest what you guys want in the comments down below, and I do love feedback, and I really hope you guys do enjoy these builds. These are my own opinion. It's not, you know, like, oh my god, you did the best ever, like this is the best, like I'm thinking that I'm the best out here, because I don't think I'm the best. I don't think I know it all. I'm just trying to give you guys the best builds that I found playing with these characters in each mode. So sorry about that, just wanted to make that clear. And again, having movement speed over getting more health, yeah, movement speed would be cool going to places here and there, but you have to kill a player in order to get that movement speed. And where are you going to run to? The health points to get health, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's cool, but what if somebody's getting a banner? What if you're chasing somebody down? So you're going to use that health speed to like go to the health point, or you use the health speed to try to go get the guy with the banner, but yet there's still 3 other players protecting him. Like, the speed over health, in my opinion, is not the way to go. So Devour is the first perk. The second perk I use is Endurance, and the reason why I use Endurance is because it gives me stamina cost reduction per renown level, and the max is 4 because basically your renown levels are connected to your feat. So the first feat skill you get, you're renown level 1. The second feat skill you get, you're renown level 2, etc. so forth. So the most you can get is what is that, 15%? No, for 12% stamina cost reduction. I'm sorry. 12% stamina cost reduction the whole time you're alive. You don't have to be in critical health to gain the stamina cost reduction. You don't have to be full health. It doesn't have to be your first time, your first combo, or your first fight, etc. It doesn't have to be your first hit that it's stamina cost reduction. As long as you have renown corresponding to 3% of each one you have. So if you have renown level 2, you have a 6% stamina cost reduction until you get to renown level 3, which is going to be 9%, so forth. But having that in the entire battle as soon as you unlock it, in my opinion, is way better than Crush Them and Survival Instincts. Now, going on to the last perk that I picked, the third perk that you can have with this combo of selections is Headhunter. And the reason why I go for this, it's another one that's based off of, you know, either renown level and or kill. So this is based off of execution. So you have to execute the player. Yeah, you know, I talk about how I don't like the hero kill, or you have to be in critical health. This is different though, because it's not just during that time you're in critical health. It's not just that one hit. It's permanent. Once you execute a bot or a player, even the captains, if you execute captains, you're going to gain a 4 more health for each one you execute, up to 4. Okay, so that is 16. That's where I got mixed up. Okay, so you got 16 added to your original health. So if you had like 101 health for whatever, you'll have 117 health instead. You know, that's like another light attack. I mean, it's for sure another light attack depending on which you're getting hit by, if it's a combo or not, whatever player you're getting hit by, etc. But for sure that'll at least take some away from a heavy hit when to your normal health range, if you understand what I'm trying to say. If you don't, I apologize. I'm not explaining it the best I can, but all I'm saying is your health bar will be increased. This will allow you to survive longer, and when you have endurance, you're not going to be knocked out of knocked into exhausted state and not being able to defend yourself, or not being able to run away, or not being able to do as much as you would be able to do if you were not exhausted. Now we're going to go on to the feats as you see here, and the feats as we see here is Bounty Hunter, Revenge Attack, Fury, and Fear itself. Now the reason why I use Bounty Hunter over Rush and Stun Trap, again, Stun Trap is cool, it's fun to play with. I haven't used it since they nerfed the traps where you can only have one trap at a time, so I stopped using traps because if you place one somewhere and you get a cooldown, you have another trap, and you place that trap down on another spot, the previous one disappears. That's how the traps work now. So kind of not where I want to go, especially in breach attack. I mean, you're more worried about trying to keep health, stay alive, and stats increase or the stat decreases on the enemies. So this is not really reliable. It would have been fun in Dominion back in the day, but not anymore. Rush, probably again another skill or feat that you can use for rush, but I still don't. It is cool to have that extra movement speed. If you wanted movement speed and you didn't want to replace it with rush, you can always use Gale Storm. But in my opinion, Bounty Hunter is the way to go, because you're going to gain health, and not only health. If you're fighting two players and you're running out of stamina, but you kill one and your next hit may have made you exhausted, it's not going to, because as soon as you killed that last player, you got health and you're getting a stamina. You're getting some stamina back too when you kill that player. On top of that, we go down to revenge attacks in the second feat, and the reason why I choose that over bear traps and doom banner is because, yeah, I mean, I'm not one that really like to rely on revenge or depend on hopefully getting the revenge, but knowing that I am in breach, and almost just like the minion, half of the time you are getting ganked because players are trying to deplete your respawns. This allows you, as you're going in, and I think it's really good with berserkers or characters that have it fit chain combos, because you're continuously attacking. So as you're continuously swinging in light heavy, whatever you're going, you are gaining revenge. On top of that, if you're doing any defensive like parrying or deflecting or dodging into a hit, you're gaining revenge as well as you normally would. So you're gonna get revenge more often than you would, but in my own opinion, seeing it played, you slightly get an amount per hit that you land. So it's not as much as you think it is, but with characters with infinite chain, it does add up pretty quickly, like the Berserker. And the reason why I choose that over bear trap is because, again, bear trap, it's nerfed, you get one trap. It would have been cool probably for defense to put it on bodies so people can't revive bodies, or to get trapped when you're trying to go stop them from reviving bodies and they might die or not. But again, they're nerfed. Probably fun for Dominion. Let's go ahead and have revenge. So if we are getting ganked, we're able to have revenge more often and be able to get out of those ganky situations and kill the players trying to kill you, and give you some time to either heal a player, respawn, etc. You know, get a banner. You know, just stop them from stopping you guys from getting through those gates. Doom banner is nice, but again, once you get past the two gates, you're not really capturing too many zones. I always see myself barely being in a match where people are capturing zones. It's always like rush the gate or gank the players so they can't do nothing. It's always the ramp. The ramp is always where it's at. So this is kind of cool if you want to put it on the ramp, but again, revenge attack is my opinion to go for breach attack, because you're trying to stay alive, you're not trying to die. Those depletes matter. You don't want to respawn as much as you cannot. You rather get revived, etc. You rather not just die, you know. So being able to get revenge and health off of your kills while you're in revenge, etc., and stamina, even if you're out of revenge, is going to keep you alive longer. You have more survivability with those two feats than the other ones. So moving on to the third feat, I go with Fury over Sharpened Blades and Throwing Axe. A lot of the feats like the arrow, flaming arrow, throwing axe, stuff like that, I've drawn away from a long time ago since they nerfed cooling down reduction. You used to be able to raise your cooldown reduction to make it where your skills came back faster, and it was so cool running around in Dominion just throwing axes or, you know, shooting arrows with a bow at people and shit, etc. But they nerfed things a lot. The damage used to be based off your damage stats too as well, but now it's not. They have a fixed damage on every feat that's like this. So again, you're in breach attack, you're trying to stay alive. What better way to go is the Fury, because it's going to give you attack and defense greatly increased. So the way I use Fury is I'll run into a match if I have it, a battle, etc. One or two players, I don't care if there's one or two, because usually with the Berserker you can handle that. I'll run in with Fury, or when I get close to them, I'll activate Fury, and then, you know, I'll get my attack and defense greatly. And then, while that's going on, I'm getting revenge. So once Fury's gone, I basically get revenge. So it's like I'm continuously in a boosted state, you know? That's why I use Fury. Sharpened Blades is a cool way to go, but as far as for breach attack, it's not about getting kills. It's about staying alive, being able to fight through the ganks, and pushing with your team. So Sharpened Blades is cool. It would be cool for, like, I think scrimmage or other modes like Dominion, because especially with Bounty Hunter, because if you hit a player and you're still doing a combo to the other player and the player on the right dies while you're fighting the player on the left, you're going to get the health and stamina boost from Bounty Hunter because that player died from Sharpened Blades as you're fighting the other one. So it's like, what's up, you know? So that's my opinion on Sharpened Blades. It's really cool, but as far as breach attack, you want to go with Fury because it doesn't only just give you sprint speed, which is also cool. It increases your attack and defense greatly. Use it like how I said and you will be fine. Another one I like as the 4th feat, I choose Fear itself over Fire Flask and Berserker, and the reason why that is because Berserker only gives you speed and defense. It doesn't do anything to your attack. I feel like it goes away just as fast as Fury does. The sprint speed is pretty awesome. It doesn't stack with anything else. Yeah, I just feel like Fear itself is way better because it doesn't just like make you have more defense. It makes you do more damage with Fear itself, and Fear itself follows you. I mean, yeah, Berserker follows you as well, but Fear itself will also allow your allies to benefit from the enemies having lower defenses. Oh, it used to be attack and defenses, but now it's just nearby enemies have lower defenses. So this increases your attack and any teammates who are hitting the enemies within the radius of Fear itself. Fear itself has a radius of it's like a purple color circle that follows you in a radius. Your character and any character that's an enemy, not your allies, even the commanders, any character that's in that radius that's an enemy will have lower defenses, and it does it by a lot. Literally 2 heavies is butter to any enemies. I take out players with 4 or 3 lights with Fear itself on, you know, not with the Berserker but with other characters. When there's like defense down, like the Vulture for increase, he has Doom Banner, it does the same thing. That literally makes you mount players. So Fear itself will make you mount people, especially if you're getting ganked, which is a problem in Dominion and breach attack half the time. When you're a breach attacker, people want to gank you and deplete your respawns. So that's why Fear itself is awesome, because those players will not try to gank you, or if they are, you're going to be cutting them up like butter with the Berserker. That's it for the Berserker build for breach attack. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch. If you can, leave a sub. It makes my day. At 600 subscribers, we're going to do a giveaway. Stay tuned for that. Thank you so much again, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.